Thinking about selling your home? Well, now the next step in downsizing is trying to maximize and get every dollar you can out of that house. I'm going to show you how. Selling your home isn't just about putting it on the market. It's about maximizing and getting every dollar you can out of that home. So the little things you do now, whether you're looking to downsize next year, 2 years from now, or 5 years from now, are so crucial. Strategic renovations, they don't have to be massive investments. What we're trying to do is get an ROI, not HGTV. So what we're looking at is return on investments. What you put into it, you want to make sure you're getting maximum value in the long run. First up, kitchens and bathrooms, the two most important rooms in your house. So what are you going to put the money into when it comes to kitchens? Now, if you're selling your house in a year, 2 years, or 5 years, and you're looking at downsizing, you're not going to put a brand new kitchen in. It's just going to cost way too much. But you can reface it. You could put in new granite countertops, put in maybe a new backsplash. Even putting in new handles and knobs is amazing what a difference it makes. Look at your appliances. Are they old? Are they ratty? Maybe you need to upgrade them. But if they're good, clean appliances and they're not that old, they'll be fine. You can leave it. What I always say about renovating your kitchen is look at your kitchen. If it's not broken, don't worry about fixing it. Just make sure it's clean, there's no cracks and no breaks. And then fix whatever needs to be fixed, and then make sure everything has a fresh coat of paint, and you'll be amazed at what it adds to the value when you go to sell it. Same thing with the bathroom. Go through your bathroom. Think about what you need to do to make that bathroom look as magazine quality as you can get. Is the toilet old? Does it need to be changed? Toilets aren't very expensive. Putting a new toilet in can make a big difference. Putting some new taps in makes a big difference. Just putting a fresh coat of paint on the walls will make a massive difference, and you'd be amazed at what the return on that is. Buyers decide in seconds if they're gonna buy a home. Trust me. This is one part of putting money into your house that people really neglect, and that's the landscaping. When you pull up to a house, the most important thing that you have to think about is that curb appeal. Just putting some plants in the front. If your front door is ratty or doesn't look that great, the handle's broken, little things like that will make such a huge effect on that buyer. They will literally look at a house, and if they don't see it nice from the outside, that attitude they have drops. So now you have to resell them when you get inside. So put a little bit of money into the outside, a little bit of elbow grease, as it were. Fix those flower beds. Make sure there's no holes or patches in the grass. The cracks in your pavement or your walkway, make sure they're fixed. The railing going up the steps isn't broken. All those little things are a huge return on investment. The next major thing you want to look at is inside the house, once you're past the kitchen and the bathrooms, is look at each room inside the house. Go to the bedrooms, see the color of the paints. If there's any bright colors, if you had kids at home and you're downsizing and they still have the red walls and the black ceilings, you definitely want to get rid of those. It'll be so important for you to paint them a nice flat color, and that's really important. And then even the decluttering, all the extra furniture you may have and things like that inside those rooms, if you're not using them, try and get rid of it. And try and make each room as simple as possible so they feel bigger than they are. Those are really important things you want to do to get your house prepared over the next couple of years. And really, that's an invisible game changer. That decluttering that we just talked about is very important. That's why you always want to think about maybe calling in a decorator or a stager, and almost every realtor will offer you that for free. There's no charge in it. They'll take care of that, and they'll send you in a stager, give you a quick consultation and what you need to work on, and they'll give you like a list, and that'll be so important for you to be able to do those little things, and it will help you excel on getting that house ready for sale over the next while. Make sure you know your area. You don't want to over upgrade your home. If you're in an area where houses aren't selling for crazy amounts of money, don't put in granite counters. Don't put in the extras that's going to cost you too much money, because you really won't get it. But on the other hand, if you're in a neighborhood where the neighborhood demands a higher price and you know the quality of homes are much better, then it may be worth investing a little bit more, because you will see that return on investment. Again, These are all things that you want to sit down and talk with a stager, designer, and your realtor and figure out what is the best areas to put the money into that you know you're going to get the best return on. So renovating before selling, it definitely can be overwhelming. But again, the earlier you start and the more you plan, the better it'll be. Next week, we're going to talk about money. We're going to talk about all the different costs that are involved, from taxes to realtor fees to lawyer fees. There's quite a few. And you really want to take each one into consideration. So make sure you tune in for my next video.